This wheels have transformed it. It looked unreal.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing, and welcome to another video where you join me where I'm in my Range Rover SVR, and after all the exciting news which has been happening the last couple of weeks, the support has been awesome. Today is actually not a racing video. Explain what is happening today. You may have seen I've been doing a couple of modifications to it since obviously getting this new SVR. One of them was carbon fibre interior. We've done the carbon fibre seat backs, we've done the side skirts, and I'm kind of making this car personalised to me. Early viewers of the channel may know I had an A45. I made that personal to me. The R8 to me, forget the pink wrap. Today is part two. I was looking at my car the other day and I was sort of thinking something's not quite right with the wheels. And I actually spoke to Motec Performance, actually, funny enough, and we were doing spacers on the wheels. And I thought the car looked good with spacers and all that. And then I thought, I like spacers, and what the boys have done here is cool. They've sort of spaced them out, and I will show you that in just a second. But I thought we could go a step further and maybe change the wheels completely. The guys at Urban have sorted me out with a set of wheels. I've still paid for them, so if people think I'm getting freebies. And we're going to put them on the car today. So that's what we're going to do, and I feel wheels will totally transform this car. Let's jump out, let's get started, and let's enjoy this day. I'm actually here. So the SVR is behind me and I'm here at Urban Automotive. You may know Urban, I'm sure, if you've seen the last video that I made. They're the leaders in Range Rover sort of aftermarket parts. And when you're doing this stuff, you want the best people, and they are the best in the business, and they're really lovely people. So they're gonna get going on the car today, we're going to transform it. Should we just look at the car and look at what we've done spacers wise, but these wheels aren't staying on. So can you notice any difference to the time before when I filmed with this car? Maybe not, maybe you can, but this has had spacers all the way round the car. It's had 20mm spacers to sort of fill it out. Don't get me wrong, it does look good, and what we've done is, well, the guys at Motec have done, is they bought this wheel which was a lot further out. Something missing, and it is the wheels. It is the wheels, and you can actually see the spacer which is just in there, and that is just allowing the car, the wheel, just to be that little bit further out. But there is something missing because now we've added the side step and it's not kind of stock, so to speak. The wheels don't make any sense in my eyes with the carbon which we have on the front, the carbon on the bonnet, the carbon on the side, the carbon on the wing mirrors, carbon on the back as well. It's very dirty, the car, isn't it? Tailpipes need to go black. That's not happening today, but they are going to go black. Thank you to the guys at Motec for doing it, because they did a great job. They I went in, went out, and they spaced it, but it's my decision to change the wheels today. It seems like yesterday since I was here at Urban, but we'll have a little look to see what is here and what is around, and then we'll walk around the kind of different wheels which you can pick. Looking at all the different wheels before we go and choose a set of wheels. That's what I'll do. I'll look at them, choose them, and then they're the ones that will go on, because I've got just a few different options which I can choose, and I'm like really bad at deciding. You may recognise this car, Mr. Yanni from Yanamize's SV. Look at that, isn't that just awesome? Looks seriously cool in this blue. It's not really coming across on camera just how good this car actually looks. The SV for me will always be king, and rightly so. Alongside we have a Performante, which we like. We do like Performantes a lot, with all the sort of forged carbon at the front and all sorts. They just, for me, are still very good value. Dropping fast in value, which is not good for some people, but if we have a think about how much these are now, let's say 160 grand, some of them are 160 grand. You can get a flipping Perf, which is mental, as an SVR fires up in the background. So I owned a Lamborghini Huracan. I sold my car for a lot more than what they are now, put it that way. This is up for, I believe, for 123,000 or something crazy for this. Can you believe? Look how much car that is for the money. It's unbelievable. It's flipping mad that that's £120,000 now. And mine had the slats just like this does, and I think that looks a lot better as well. But I can't believe now that that's 120 grand, and the Performante over there
is like 160. So this SVR behind me, this has Vossen wheels in it, and I'm sure a lot of you know exactly who Vossen are, etc. These are forged wheels, I believe. And these are roughly £6,000, £7,000 plus VAT, which is very, very pricey. I'm not going to be paying that much for wheels, so we're going to look at other wheels, but with the same similar sort of style. But as you can see, they do look good, and I like the multi-spoked wheels which are going on here, and I do think it transforms the car massively. So I want to look at this Velar, what we have, because Urban do their own wheels. They do their own sort of style of wheel, and I think this is the more affordable option. I actually really like the U which is going on here, kind of shines out at you, but Urban do these wheels and these are much cheaper. I believe they're sort of £3,000 to £4,000, which is more affordable. Again here, this Vogue what we have, this has the Urban wheels on it. It looks good. It looks really flipping good. So what you have them over there for 6,000 to 7,000, or those. It's just getting that design. They all have, there's lots of different designs what we can do. I'm trying to see how different these designs actually are, but they do offer different types. And here we go, you can see on this car right here, that's a different kind of design as well. How much different does that look than a stock car? Straight away you just know that it's just not stock. I like them. I think they, whatever these are, I'm going to go and ask Lenny in a second, I think they could be the ones. What we will do, mine had the spacers on the front, I think we're going to get rid of them. I think we're just going to have spacers on the rear, but let's see. That looks epic. That looks really good. So this has the carbon fibre bonnet, I believe the extended front as well. If you think black on a black car as well, I think the rears need to be spaced a little bit. So the front with these wheels sits nicely. I don't think you need to touch the front with these 23-inch wheels. I think that's sitting there perfectly, but the rear can be spaced. So I think maybe we'll leave my spacers on and bring it out a little bit. What do you guys reckon? Do you reckon that'll work? I mean, I think that does work. Funny enough, I was just talking to Lenny, and we're talking about if you wanted the whole carbon fibre rear, and basically all this carbon fibre diffuser with the black tips, if you wanted that and you also wanted the front, so my car doesn't have the extended front bumper, so all of this being carbon here, the front basically it just looks a little bit longer, that option is £13,000. So that's the difference. Or you just come down here and you buy the whole lot and you can get it a lot cheaper. So yeah, £13,000 for the whole lot is a lot more money. What do you reckon, guys? Those wheels, what are we thinking? I like them. I like them a lot. While they're actually looking at at sorting out the wheels, I want to show you this, the 720S which is here. Amazing value. I want a little debate for you in the comments before we sort the wheel situation out. What would you rather? 150 grand, roughly. 720S, or a little bit more and you get a Performante, or 720S and have 30 grand left in the bank and get a Hurricane. Mad. So my car is nearly done. We're going to see that in just a second as the sun is very, very bright. But what I am going to show you is, you might all know Lenny, formerly known as Lenny the Geezer. He has got a very cool daily driver which has been on Instagram, etc. I want to show you as I wait for my car to be completed by the guys here at Urban, which is cool. And he's made it, and this is what I'm talking about with wheels. He has made what is already a cool car even better. And this is just personalised to him. Look at this. Right, here we go. Here is Mr. Lenny. I'm going to say Lenny the Geezer. Lenny Urban. Mr. Lenny Urban's BMW 330i. And I think this is mega. He has got on the side some Vossen wheels. And look what the Vossen wheels have done to this car. They have transformed it. I love this. I've seen it on Instagram. And it gets a lot of love on Instagram for good reason. Number plate. Mr. Geezer as well. It's just cool. It is just really, really cool. And I know that he's got another edition which is going to be coming, which is slightly different to this. And I'm sure he'll tell you more on his own pages. But I honestly think, how crazy is it that wheels can transform such a car? It's amazing, isn't it? It really, really is cool with the rear tints and everything else. Let's have a look at it from the back. Mr. Geezer. And he won't be fueling up a lot compared to me, let's put it that way, but I really like that. I've just come outside and my car, what I'm going to call stage 2, is all done. I didn't really film them putting the wheels on. We quickly went and done it and it's all sorted. The wheels, it looks insane. Right, I think I should play this to music first because this wheels have transformed it. It looked unreal. You hear it top of my voice. I get so excited. I just love it. I love this car. It's flipping insane. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Here is my Range Rover Sport SVR with its new wheels on it, carbon on it, side steps on it, rear seat backs on it. What? I have made it personal to me and I am buzzing. I am absolutely buzzing because I think now, am I there yet? Am I finished yet? Not quite yet, but we're nearly there. I think it's going to be 3 stages and I think the first 2 are done, but doesn't it just look? I mean, I am sorry. I am sorry. Ignore the tips, they're getting done next week. And what's crazy, I'm going to overlay a picture now from when I picked this car up from Saxton's 4x4. It looks so different.
You can't even speak, you're going to cry.
They are so cool.
What's going through your head?
It's baller, isn't it? It looks unbelievably different, and this is all little things. It's nothing like I've just gone totally crazy. I've added the carbon and the wheels and the side steps, and that for me is how I would have it if it sort of came stock, came from factory, so to speak. So little details can really transform my car, and it's nice not just to wrap a car, change it, the appearance, and do tasteful things like that. As more SVRs are arriving, another 2 have arrived at Urban Classic. Oh, they sound flipping amazing. I'm super happy with it. It was my dream, it is my dream car. A lot of people just be thinking I'm chatting rubbish, but honestly, I can't believe I'm driving that. When I started YouTube 3 years ago roughly, to think that I'm driving that, the racing is back on track and everything, it's just a real dream come true. And I know a lot of people at home being like, come on, why have you got a new SVR? Like, what are you doing? I just think the new one, the new shape with the wheels, the side set, it's just what I've always looked to it and I've been like, wow. And I feel the luckiest person alive, and I'm going to drive home and really just take it all in, because those wheels and everything, it's a dream. Anyway, I hope you guys like it. Make sure you check out Urban, they're doing lots of stuff down here, and yeah, I'm gonna head on my way home. And you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm giving JE a lift home. So I'm gonna go find him.